Eating healthy is important for all of us, but getting proper nutrition is especially important for expecting moms. Now, there are plenty of nutrients that play a big role in the baby's development. So today, we learn how to find good sources of nutrition if you're following a plant-based diet. Joining us to break it all down is registered dietitian nutritionist Maya Bach. Now, Maya, we know it's important to eat healthy when you're expecting, but it's really important because all of those foods can impact the health of the baby.
Absolutely. What you eat nourishes you for your pregnancy and gives your baby nutrients to support his or her growth and development, and making sure you are addressing all of your nutrient needs.
So let's talk about the difference between, let's say, a plant-based pregnant woman or a woman that was just eating a regular healthy diet. Is there something more specific that vegan or plant-based expectant mom needs to focus on?
When you are excluding these certain food products, animal products specifically, it means you need to be really mindful of these other nutrients, which I know we'll get to in a minute, making sure that you are meeting your needs through choosing different foods that support your body and your baby, and/or supplement.
So you picked 4 super important nutrients that moms-to-be need to focus on, and let's break those down. The first one is protein.
Protein is really important because your uterine tissue, breast tissue develops and grows, and you need more protein to support your growing baby. Different plant-based protein sources include things like lentils, beans, tofu, soy products, fortified breads even. How much protein you need is going to depend on you and your body. The range that we like to recommend is anywhere from 75 to 85 grams of protein per day.
The next nutrient you recommend to focus on is iron.
During pregnancy, your iron needs double because your blood supply increases, and that blood supply is really important to deliver oxygen and nutrients to your growing baby. There are so many wonderful foods to choose from on a plant-based pregnancy that are iron-rich, so things like lentils, some soy products, also our cooked dark leafy greens. In order to really increase the absorption of iron, you want to add a little bit of vitamin C to that iron. So for example, adding a squeeze of lemon onto your cooked spinach.
Our next nutrient is calcium.
Your calcium needs are the same and don't change during pregnancy. So 1,000 milligrams per day is what is the recommendation in order to support your baby's bone formation and development. Great sources of calcium I like to recommend include fortified plant milks, calcium set tofu, and things like kale. Some of our greens can also really supply you with the milligrams you need.
So let's move on to the final nutrient that you say we need to focus on, and it may not be very familiar to a lot of people, and that is choline.
Choline is really important because it plays a role in supporting fetal brain development. And there are newer studies that show that getting enough can be a part, or need to be a part of your nutrient needs. Your body actually makes choline, but you want to speak to your primary care physician, your OB, if you are not eating eggs or animal products, to make sure you are getting enough. In addition to choosing choline-rich foods like peanut butter, bananas, some of our soy products, especially like edamame, are really great, wonderful choline-rich sources.
Maya, thank you so much. Do you want to learn more about eating healthy at all stages of life? Just head to our website, livinghealthytv.com. All right, if you liked this video and you want more information about living a healthy life, just subscribe to our channel. We're happy you're here.